What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a massive breakdown of leaks and scoops surrounding both Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day. There's a lot to cover here. Some of it already verified, some of it still in the take it with a grain of salt category, but even if half of this is true, these are some of the biggest Marvel reveals we've had in a while. So let's dive in. First off, let's talk Spider-Man. One of the biggest questions that fans had was whether or not Tom Holland's Peter Parker would actually be involved in Avengers Doomsday. Well, according to multiple scoops, his stunt double has been spotted on set, and if the stunt double's there, that's about as close to a confirmation as you can get that Spider-Man himself shows up in the film. Now, the way it's described is pretty awesome. Spider-Man is supposed to have an Infinity War style entrance, meaning he's just living his regular Peter Parker life when some world-ending event forces him back into the fight. And honestly, this makes perfect sense. Marvel's not going to leave out their most popular hero, especially when Spider-Man Brand New Day releases right before Doomsday and basically sets up the events. And here's something really interesting. Both Doomsday and Brand New Day are filming right next to each other, which means Marvel can literally walk Tom Holland from one set to the other when needed, and let his stunt double handle all the mass shots. That's why you might not see Tom filming a ton himself, but Spider-Man will still have a big presence. Now let's move on to what's been verified so far. These are leaks that were reported before we got official confirmations. First up, two separate Avengers teams are going to encounter the Fantastic Four, and it leads to a brawl. This was leaked before the Thunderbolts post-credit scene revealed the Fantastic Four crossing over into our universe, so that checks out. Next, there's a TVA sequence involving Thor. Chris Hemsworth's stunt double actually leaked this by accident, basically confirming Thor will have scenes tied to Loki in the TVA, which is a dream for fans because it means Thor finally gets to see his variant version of his brother. America Chavez is confirmed to return thanks to her stunt double being spotted, and of course the infamous Prince-looking Doom flyer. Yeah, not his final design. That was apparently just for a birthday promo, which is a relief because Doom deserves something far more intimidating. All these scoops lined up perfectly with what we later learned, which makes this insider look a lot more legit. Now here's where it gets even juicier. The same source has teased a ton of things that haven't been confirmed yet, but could be massive if they're true. They claim Chris Evans was spotted on set with Hayley Atwell, filming scenes involving Dr. Doom visiting Cap in that alternate timeline from the end of Endgame. If that's real, Marvel's about to blow fans' minds. There were reports that Wanda Maximoff will be back, but as a variant form from another universe, possibly tied to the X-Men. Maybe the biggest one of all, Tobey Maguire. His stunt double was reportedly involved in filming, and while doubles can sometimes cover for multiple actors, Tobey himself was actually seen in London near Pinewood Studios, which is where Doomsday is shooting. So the return of Maguire's Spider-Man is very much on the table. Now let's pivot into what we're hearing about Spider-Man Brand New Day. There's a lot here too. First off, the movie is confirmed to take place before Doomsday, not between Doomsday and Secret Wars, as some had speculated. Marvel actually rearranged the release calendar to make this flow better. And honestly, it's the smart move. We're going to see a lot of night sequences. Think back to how cinematic No Way Home's night rooftop scenes were. Brand New Day is leaning heavily into that style again. Director Destin Daniel Cretton is pushing for Spidey to move more like a real arachnid. Think about the way Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was animated in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Agile, twitchy, almost insect-like. That's the goal here. There's a female villain with a major role. We don't know who yet, but fans are speculating Black Cat, which would be huge. Others think it could be someone brand new. What we do know is there's a massive chase sequence in Scotland tied to this character. And yes, the Scorpion jailbreak is real. A whole sequence is set in a jail, with Scorpion being busted out, which could set up Sinister Six in the future. The big mystery is still who the main villain is. Marvel's playing this one close to the chest. It's not Mr. Negative, it's not Kingpin. Some fans are even whispering Norman Osborn, which would be wild. So to recap, Spider-Man is basically confirmed to be in Avengers Doomsday. Tobey Maguire could be back, Chris Evans might return as Cap in a Doom sequence, and Spider-Man Brand New Day is shaping up to be darker, more grounded, and possibly introduce a huge new villain. Marvel's really stacking the deck with these two projects, and if these scoops are true, the hype is absolutely justified. Now here's my final thought. Marvel movies always hit us with that message of stepping up when the world needs you. And that's exactly the kind of mindset I break down in my new book, Unlocking the Superhero Within. I take the traits we see in heroes like Spider-Man, Captain America, and even Dr. Doom, and show you how to apply them in your own life, whether it's resilience, courage, or building your purpose. If you're a Marvel fan who wants more than just movie breakdowns, if you want to live like the hero of your own story, grab your copy today. The link's in the description. And of course, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe for more Marvel updates, and let me know in the comments, who do you think the main villain of Spider-Man Brand New Day will be? Anyways, that's all I've got for today. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.